Welcome back to In Ohio Country. Today, our feature story is all about beekeeping here in the Buckeye State. We'll have that story and more this week in Ohio Country today. It's the Apple Farm Service Winter Fix Special. Free pickup and delivery for the first 30 miles. 10% off on installed parts. And an extra 6-month warranty on any C&H installed parts. Call before December 31st for the Apple Farm Service Winter Fix Special. Alan Davis, business owner, active farmer. No one knows farmers' needs better than Alan. Give him a call today at 419-738-7447 and talk about total farm protection and more. Alan Davis Insurance Agency is your solutions provider for auto, home, life, business, recreational, total farm protection and more. Call 419-738-7447. That's 419-738-7447.
It's a humble idea. Use a biological process to turn a plant into a power source. From that idea came the first Poet Refinery. One biorefinery in one town turned into 27 facilities in 27 towns, creating new local jobs, producing hundreds of millions of gallons of ethanol, and providing renewable products around the world. Suddenly, that one little idea seems a whole lot bigger. See the world differently with Poet.
Rodock and Midway Trailers are your source for North Star truck beds. When your job is tough, you need equipment you can count on every day. North Star has built a reputation for providing truck beds that work as hard as you and can withstand your daily grind. North Star truck beds are built with the most rugged users in mind, providing years of service to any owner. Remember Rodock and Midway Trailers, your source for North Star truck beds, with 3 locations to serve you in Delphus, St. Mary's, and Dayton.
Hi, my name is Hongmei Lee Byerly. I'm a research assistant professor of entomology here at Central State University. So my lab is focusing on the research of honeybee pollinator health, as well as honeybee genomics, genes, and behavior in general. So what I'm wearing is a bee suit. This is a special one made for summer, with more ventilation. So a bee suit is definitely required gear for beekeepers and people who work with bees. So, because bees, in general, they're great pollinators, but as well for defense, they have stingers. So they can sting people. So you want to protect yourself and don't get too many stingers on yourself, so you wear bee suits. Bees are really smart. Honeybees here, they're Apis mellifera. They can fly a few miles far away. It depends on the nectar, how far they need to go find flower nectars. If it's scarce, like not much nectar flow, they can fly up to 2-3 miles out. And how do they come back home is because they have a really smart brain. And that in the brain of the honeybees, only these teeny tiny small brain, but with 100,000 neurons, they can remember how to get home by using landscape marks within the surrounding area, and they remember where the home hive is at, and using like trees and houses as landmarks, and they can go back and forth. So they learn this when they just start beginning to forage at about 3 weeks old into adult stage for all the workers, female workers, and they will do this orientation flight. They start with a small flight, flights around the hive, kind of go circulating, like shape. And then they will go further out and then further out. But eventually they're great foragers and they can go for miles. They forage not only for the nectars to make honey later, but also, actually most important, even more important, is that all the bees are going to the flowers to carry pollen. They collect pollen for their protein nutrient. And that's their only protein source because they're vegetarian. But at the same time, with this amazing co-evolution with plants and crops, all the bees can carry pollen from one flower to the next. So for example, you have apple trees. So all the bees actually pollinate apple trees. They carry the apple flowers pollen from one to the other. That leads to pollination, and that's the way to help all the apple trees to mate. And eventually, that's how we, harvest apples and grow apples out of those flowers. So there's a more ecological role of pollination for bees. And because of this pollination role, we have almost all of our vegetables and fruits are pollinated by bees. So think about your breakfast table, all your strawberry jelly, your blueberries, even the milk is from the cow, I know, but what do the cow eat? All the cows eat alfalfa, and all the bees pollinate in alfalfa. So you can see without the bees and without pollinators, there's really not much left on your breakfast table, right? Only bread and egg, that's it, pretty much. So that's why we see 1/3 of human food are pollinated by bees, by pollinators, not only just honeybees, but also a lot of wild bees, bumblebees, and sweat bees, all those other bees as well. And we have 20,000 species of bee species in the world. In the United States, it's about 4,000 to 5,000 species. And in Ohio, it's about a few hundred. I think there's about probably 400, around that number, may not be exactly accurate, yeah. But a lot of people don't know about pollinators, and they just think about bees stinging as a bad part. But the most important part, all your food you have, I love cantaloupe, watermelon, pumpkins, all those are pollinated by bees. The bees do have the mite problem, the varroa mite, which is a parasitic mite, a really big problem for honeybee health and honeybee colonies. So they are different from spider mites. Yeah, the varroa mites are really small. If you think of yourself as a bee, as a worker bee, and then you put your fist together, that's how big a varroa mite look like. And so this varroa mite can just get on the bee's body and live in the hive. But the severe consequence is that they will go into a cell with the pre-pupa of the bee's brood. And then after the workers seal the cell, the female mite can stay in there and reproduce several generations. They reproduce males and females offsprings, and then they can mate again. So that creates a big problem. And those mites also feed on the fat body of the workers. So all these will lead the workers to be infested, to be weak. The mites also carry a deformed wing virus around. So the bees have a problem when they emerge. Their bees cannot spread it out, and they cannot fly anymore. So they all just, wander around. Eventually, the mite problem will lead to a colony loss. What happens in the wintertime with the honeybees are they just hang out in the hive. And, pretty much the only thing they do is to do their thermal regulation. They cluster as a ball together to maintain the central kind of brood area. If there's no brood, just maintain the queen temperature in the central area of the colony at about 34 to 35 Celsius. If you have a thermal camera, you can look at this amazing thing. Like in the winter, outside can be minus 10, Celsius, and you look at the camera with the color, inside is still hot, yellow hot, and it's 34 Celsius because they can vibrate their thorax with their muscle and to keep the temperature in there. Also interesting, winter bees have a different physiology. They tend to live much longer. They can live about, 100 days long, like several months, cover all the winter months. And that's why they gather honey, work and so hard right now in the summer because they prepare for the winter. So in the winter, they all cluster together, they eat their honey, they spend the Christmas time together like we do, and they wait for the spring, all the flowers to come bloom. So we work with the Ohio beekeepers, and the Ohio beekeepers wants to see if if a lot of beekeepers can use 48-hour queen cells to exchange genetics from different area of the bees, and between feral colonies and commercial colonies or Purdue mite biters. So we wrote a grant proposal, and we got the money from the USDA Sustainable Agriculture Research Extension Research Education Grant, and that helped beekeepers to be educated about mite biting behavior, about the queen's biology, how do the queens develop, how do we make 48-hour queen cells, and how to take care of the queens. We actually distributed more than 50 queen cells last year in our workshop here at Central State. So all those beekeepers from southern western Ohio area received those queen cells and brought back to their own bee yard, and they have successfully maintained those queens, and now those queens have colonies continue this year. So we're continue to follow up with all those beekeepers and to see how those colonies perform. But I'm really happy that our students working on the projects together. We also work with the beekeepers together to really promote sustainable beekeeping, try to improve the honeybee colony health. Send me email. I'll be glad to answer your questions. We also have a really great Facebook page, and it's called facebook.com/Central State University Bees. So if you go to Facebook, you search for Central State University Bees, you will see our bee lab. My picture will be there. My contact information, you can messenger me on Facebook and email me. And then I'll be happy to help, all the beekeeper questions.
Closed captioning paid for in part by the following. Dye Real Estate and Land Company specializes in farmland and recreational land throughout Ohio. A company for people who enjoy the rural lifestyle and looking to buy or sell their land. All of our land agents are members of the Realtors Land Institute and have extensive experience in farming and agricultural land business. At Dye Real Estate and Land Company, we'll work with you to tailor-fit a plan that works best for you, your family, and your investments. Our services include 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, land brokerage, land auctions, and CMAs and valuations for estates and planning. We are Dye Real Estate and Land Company. Call us today and visit our website at dyerealestate.com. Dye Real Estate and Land Company. We know the land business because we live it every day.
Our farm department is committed to providing ag professionals the products, coverages, and peace of mind needed to run a successful operation. With our home office located in the heart of farm country, many of us have first-hand experience when it comes to farming, and we know how to take out the risk. Under one policy, we can provide total protection of your investment, from your home and barns to your equipment and livestock. We also provide an outstanding equine coverage, from a homeowner with a single horse to a professional breeder and everything in between. Come join us and experience the Salina difference.
Midway Trailers is your source for Boss snowplows. Boss snowplows are tough, reliable, and efficient for every job. Remove more snow and ice and get jobs done faster with Boss snowplows. Boss snowplows are made of professional-grade equipment, offering optimal design for all conditions. Remember Midway Trailers as your source for Boss snowplows. Check us out on the web at midwaytrailers.net. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. For remote control land, air and watercraft, as well as trains, plastic models, rockets, and more. And we service all remote control vehicles we sell. Dad's Toy Shop is Northwest Ohio's premier hobby shop, and we have everything a hobbyist could ever need. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta, your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Visit us today or at dadstoyshop.com. It's the Apple Farm Service Winter Fix Special. Free pickup and delivery for the first 30 miles. 10% off on installed parts. And an extra 6-month warranty on any C&H installed parts. Call before December 31st for the Apple Farm Service Winter Fix Special.
Good afternoon. Kurt Maurer. I'm with Case IH. I'm Territory Sales Manager for Ohio. I live close by here at Apple Farm Service from Anna, Ohio. And we're out here today. Apple Farm Service is having a tillage day where they are featuring vertical tillage and high-speed disc. So we've set up behind us several passes to show all the different manufacturers. Today we have our high-speed, our speed tiller, high-speed compact disc, as well as our Barracuda, 335 Barracuda. Of the speed tiller, we have 3 sizes, all tow-behind units. The 21-footer we have here today. We also have it in a 31-foot and 41-foot models. And the nice features about the speed tillers are high speed, obviously. We can run this tool from anywhere from 1.5 inches up to, say, 5 to 6 inches in depth. Spring use, fall use, excellent at incorporating residue such as manure, compost, as well as just any other tillage operation, and better use of the nutrients and for the cover crops. As far as durability of the speed tiller, a very heavy, well-made piece. As you can see on the arms, this is meant for rough conditions. Again, when you're running at higher speeds, you've got to have the piece made to handle those conditions. Some of the features of the machine is that we offer 22-inch concavity blades as well as 24. The 22-inch blade sometimes is going to give us a different finish, especially be thinking of this in the spring versus fall needs. Then on the rear of the machine, we offer 3 different basket options. The one that's shown here today is the rolling basket, probably used in most soil conditions. We also offer the heavy-duty rubber press wheels for more of the finished look or use in the spring, as well as also the heavy-duty coil tying spring tying unit.
Hi, this is Tom Nattell. We're here at Apple Farm Service in Botkins today. I'm a district sales manager with Kinsey Manufacturing from here in Ohio. And we're out here today doing a tillage demo day, and today we have the Mocktill 261 high-speed disc with us. The tool is available in sizes from 20 to 41 feet long, and we're out here today demoing for the customers that want to see this unit work in some cut cornfield, and seeing how they enjoy it and what kind of a job it can do in this corn. So this is a very robust built piece of equipment designed for heavy-duty use here in the North American Corn Belt. The disc features 2 different types of discs, one notched and one smooth, so you get the chopping action of the notch discs and the finishing action of the smooth disc, along with the rubber roller in the back that gives you a compact finish and leaves the ground nice for soil and air transition, and also presses down the material so that it doesn't blow or wash away. So this equipment is built with the large-scale farmer in mind. Everything on it, from the bearings to the hubs to the frame and the weight of the entire unit, is built for long life and high reliability. So Kinsey's known for building high reliability equipment, planters, mock tills, grain carts, that are used in farms all across North America here. Always known as very reliable and very robust built, everything that we do.
I'm Don Frisbee. I'm the Kuhn-Krause Territory Manager for Michigan and Ohio. This here is a brand new model. This is our 3rd generation accelerator. It's a model number 8010, and it's a 5-process machine. You got disc, tine, disc, star wheel, and basket. And it's adjustable from 1 degree to 8 degrees. And the extend part of the name is them next 3 degrees that we added from 5 to 8. And that gives us much better coverage in the fall, but we still have the capabilities of going to 3 or 5 degrees in the spring and running 2 inches deep to do a proper seed bed. And then we added the tines into the machine, which allows us to divert the trash down in front of the tires because you're boiling up a lot more residue. The other thing we did is we made it adjustable on the go. So we don't have it gangs pinned anymore. The controls are in the cab, so we can adjust from 1 to 8 degrees from the cab. So we took what was good and made it better. And guys still, they just love the down pressure on the wings, and the key to this machine is the star wheels and that leveling back there. Well, Kuhn's a large company. It's a worldwide company. They purchased Krause about 7 years ago, and they give you the technology, and it's a broad product line from hay equipment to feed management equipment to full line of tillage equipment. As far as durability, this is not it is a new model, but it's something that we've proven in the field. And we give a 1-year warranty on all parts and labor, but we give a 3-year frame warranty in addition, and very easy to adjust, and just a proven tool.
Yeah, we're here at Apple Farm Service Watkins High Field Day on a very nice sunny November day to introduce to you the TerraMax from Great Plains, our newest entry into the hybrid tillage model line. This machine offers a lot of features that a lot of the competition doesn't today. We first start out with the turbo speed blade. It's got the twist of the turbo blade for the flute going in vertically, and then it comes out horizontally, but it's got the soft, shallow notch system of our speed blade, thus keeping that blade up to speed and turning up to speed, and therefore much less compaction as a normal blade you might have on a disc. This is also a shallow concave blade, 20-inch overall, and we have them spaced at 7.5 inch on the front gang, 7.5 on the rear gang, and we offset the rear to the front. So effectively, we're putting the blade in the ground every 3 3/4 inches for excellent tillage. This machine can run from 0 through 8 degree on angle set, with our front gang going clear through 8 and our rear gang going gradually through 6 degree. So we begin to finish with our back gang, not running as severe degree as the front gang. That's a lot of difference from a lot of the competitors out there today. Then coming on through, we offer our rolling harrow that we had here for a lot of years, and that's picking that material apart one more time and making sure there is no little peaks coming through our blade spacing that we just spoke about. Then we finish up with the rolling harrow on the back here, the reel, and that can either be single or double, but that is a live hydraulic down pressure system there that you can adjust from the cab, and that gives you through 900 pounds of down pressure and just reattaches all that material to the ground, breaks up the crust and so on. This machine is now available in 20 foot, 25 foot as you see here, 30, 35 foot, and 40 foot. Excellent time to get with your dealer, see your salesman at Apple Farm Service. Thank you for your time. This has been John Seitz, Ohio Michigan Territory Manager for Great Plains.
It's the Apple Farm Service Winter Fix Special. Free pickup and delivery for the first 30 miles. 10% off on installed parts. And an extra 6-month warranty on any C&H installed parts. Call before December 31st for the Apple Farm Service Winter Fix Special. Alan Davis, business owner, active farmer. No one knows farmers' needs better than Alan. Give them a call today at 419-738-7447 and talk about total farm protection and more. Allen Davis Insurance Agency is your solutions provider for auto, home, life, business, recreational, total farm protection, and more. Call 419-738-7447. That's 419-738-7447. St. Mary's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has award-winning vehicles for both on and off the farm, and our Ag Pack incentives give you a powerful package of farm and ranch discounts and incentives worth thousands of dollars absolutely free. Stop by and see Dave Haggard today, your Ag commercial specialist, and ask about the vehicles, discounts, and incentives in the St. Mary's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Ag Pack.
You get straight talk, real service, and the right price. St. Mary's Chrysler, you get straight talk.
Pusheta Creek Steaks, naturally delicious, antibiotic and hormone-free, from fresh grass and grain-fed, free-to-roam cattle. Pusheta Creek is a family-owned and operated 210-acre free-range ranch right here in Ohio, and we take the time to custom-fit your order to exactly what you want. For steaks, roasts, hamburger, pet treats, gifts, freezer boxes, and much more, check us out on the web at PushetaCreekSteaks.com. That's PushetaCreekSteaks.com. Rodock and Midway Trailers are your source for North Star truck beds. When your job is tough, you need equipment you can count on every day. North Star has built a reputation for providing truck beds that work as hard as you and can withstand your daily grind. North Star truck beds are built with the most rugged users in mind, providing years of service to any owner. Remember Rodock and Midway Trailers, your source for North Star truck beds, with 3 locations to serve you in Delphus, St. Mary's, and Dayton.
Hey, that's going to do it for this week's edition of In Ohio Country Today. For more information, as always, you can check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com. We have a Facebook account. We also have a YouTube channel and more. And as I mentioned, check us out on inohiocountry.com. Have a good day, everybody.